The primeval predator in the silence of riverbanks and wetlands, a shadow moves beneath the water. Two eyes break the surface, unblinking, patient. This is the crocodile, an apex predator shaped by over 200 million years of evolution. Before, humanity existed before mammals rose, before the dinosaurs vanished, crocodiles thrived. They are survivors, built for endurance, designed for ambush, and perfectly adapted to both land and water. Origins in the Mesozoic era. To truly understand these creatures, we must travel back to the Mesozoic era. This was an age of giants, a world ruled by reptiles. Among them were the ancestors of crocodiles, agile hunters that could walk, run, and swim. Some were long-legged sprinters, some specialized fish hunters, and some resembled the powerful ambushers of today. Fossil records show their diversity, their experimentation with form, and the gradual shaping of the crocodile body plan that would remain unchanged for millions of years. Surviving extinction events. When the Great Extinction Event struck 66 million years ago and the age of dinosaurs ended, the crocodile endured. While fire and ash consumed the land, these reptiles found refuge in water. They could lower their metabolism, survive without food, and protect their eggs in buried nests. It was patience and resilience that carried them through disaster. Their ability to remain almost still for days, their opportunistic diet, and their adaptability allowed them to survive when so many other creatures disappeared forever. The evolution of modern species. From these survivors came the lineages we know today. The powerful saltwater crocodile, capable of traveling across seas, the Nile crocodile, dominating African rivers, the American crocodile, sharing habitats with alligators, the delicate, long-snouted gharial of India, and the dwarf crocodiles hidden deep in African forests. Over time, continents split, seas rose and fell, and climates changed. But the crocodile evolved with every shift. Some, like the ancient Deinosuchus, reached lengths of over 10 meters and could prey on dinosaurs. Others specialized, finding niches in swamps, coasts, and mangroves, fossil evidence and cultural beginnings. The crocodile's story is not just in fossils and bones, it is in our cultures and myths. Ancient Egyptians worshipped Sobek, the crocodile-headed god, believing he controlled the waters of the Nile. Aboriginal legends describe crocodiles as guardians and hunters. To some, they were demons, to others, protectors. Their image has always commanded respect and fear. Global distribution of crocodiles. Crocodiles are found across tropical and subtropical regions, inhabiting rivers, lakes, wetlands, and even coastal areas. Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Australia host a variety of species adapted to their unique environments. From the brackish mangroves to freshwater rivers, each species has carved a niche, balancing predator-prey dynamics and ensuring ecosystem stability. Saltwater crocodile. The apex giant. The saltwater crocodile is the largest living reptile, capable of exceeding 6 meters in length. Found primarily in Southeast Asia and northern Australia, it dominates both rivers and coastal waters. Known for its incredible strength and ability to traverse open seas, this predator exemplifies patience and power. Every aspect of its anatomy, from its muscular tail to its armored skin, is optimized for ambush hunting. Nile crocodile, king of African waters. The Nile crocodile reigns over Africa's freshwater systems, from the Nile River to the swamps of sub-Saharan Africa. Aggressive and highly territorial, it preys on a wide range of animals, including fish, antelope, and even larger mammals. Observing a Nile crocodile in its natural habitat reveals its cunning and adaptability, making it one of the continent's most formidable predators. American crocodile and alligator differences. In the Americas, the crocodile and alligator share overlapping habitats, yet they exhibit distinct differences. The American crocodile prefers coastal areas and brackish water, while alligators dominate freshwater rivers and swamps. Differences in snout shape, behavior, and salt tolerance highlight how each species adapted to specific environmental challenges over millions of years. Gharial and false Gharial. Specialists of the river. The Gharial of India and the false Gharial of Southeast Asia are examples of extreme specialization. With their long, narrow snouts, they are perfectly suited for catching fish, their primary diet. Unlike other crocodiles, these species demonstrate the diversity within the family, showing how evolutionary pressures can shape body form to meet specific ecological demands. Dwarf crocodiles and unique adaptations. Dwarf crocodiles, the smallest of all crocodilian species, inhabit Africa's dense forests and swamps. Measuring around 1.5 meters, they are elusive and nocturnal, feeding on fish, crustaceans, and small mammals. Their small size, combined with remarkable agility, allows them to navigate complex habitats that larger predators cannot access. Freshwater versus saltwater. Habitats: crocodiles inhabit both freshwater and saltwater environments, and each habitat shapes their behavior and physiology. Freshwater rivers, lakes, and swamps provide abundant prey and nesting sites. Saltwater regions like estuaries and coastal mangroves require specialized salt glands to excrete excess salt, allowing some species to travel across seas. Understanding these habitats highlights the adaptability of these ancient predators. Mangroves, rivers, lakes, and marshlands, crocodiles, thrive in diverse aquatic landscapes. Mangroves offer shelter and hunting grounds, while slow-moving rivers and lakes provide food and nesting areas. Marshlands are prime breeding grounds, supporting juvenile survival. Each ecosystem presents unique challenges, from water salinity to predator competition, shaping the behavior and distribution of crocodile populations. Territory and range. Behavior: crocodiles are territorial animals. Males establish dominance over stretches of water, defending them against rivals and intruders. Territory size varies by species, habitat quality, and population density. Territorial behavior influences breeding, hunting, and social interactions, making it a key component of crocodile ecology. Impact of geography on crocodile. Behavior geography directly affects crocodile behavior. Climate, prey availability, and water temperature determine activity patterns, hunting strategies, and reproductive cycles. Crocodiles in tropical regions may remain active year-round, while those in seasonal climates adjust their behavior to periods of drought or cold. These adaptations reflect the evolutionary flexibility that has allowed crocodiles to persist for millions of years. Migration and seasonal patterns. Some crocodile species display seasonal movement to optimize feeding, breeding, or nesting. During rainy seasons, rivers overflow, allowing crocodiles to access new hunting grounds. In drier months, they retreat to permanent water sources. These migration patterns ensure survival and reproduction, demonstrating a sophisticated understanding of environmental cycles. Adaptation to changing environments. Crocodiles have survived dramatic environmental changes over millions of years. Rising sea levels, shifting river courses, and fluctuating climates required adaptations such as altered hunting strategies, salt tolerance, and flexible nesting behavior. Their ability to respond to change is a key reason for their evolutionary success. Rare and endangered species. Focus: several crocodile species are critically endangered, such as the Philippine crocodile and the Chinese alligator. These rare species face habitat loss, hunting, and pollution. Understanding their ecology, reproduction, and behavior is essential for effective conservation strategies and preserving global biodiversity. Human encroachment and habitat loss. As human populations expand, crocodile habitats shrink. Wetlands are drained, rivers are dammed, and coastal areas are developed, fragmenting populations. Crocodiles adapt where possible, but habitat destruction remains the primary threat to many species. Conservation requires balancing human needs with the preservation of these ancient predators. Biodiversity hotspots for crocodiles. Certain regions are hotspots for crocodile diversity, including Southeast Asia, West Africa, and Northern Australia. These areas support multiple species coexisting, each with specialized ecological roles. Preserving these hotspots is vital for maintaining genetic diversity and ecosystem health. Physical blueprint of a predator crocodiles are masterpieces of evolutionary engineering. Their elongated body, strong tail, and powerful jaws make them ideal ambush predators. Every bone and muscle is optimized for stealth, sudden bursts of speed, and precision strikes, making them formidable hunters in water and on land. Skeletal and muscular systems, beneath their armored skin lies a highly specialized skeleton. Strong vertebrae support their muscular tails, providing propulsion in water. Limbs are designed for both walking and swimming, while jaw muscles generate incredible force, capable of crushing bones and capturing large prey with ease. Jaw power, the most powerful. Bite A crocodile's bite is among the strongest in the animal kingdom. Specialized jaw muscles allow them to clamp down with tremendous force, immobilizing prey instantly. Serrated teeth are perfectly shaped for gripping and tearing, while the jaw's locking mechanism ensures maximum strength during attacks. Sensory systems, eyes, ears, and nose above water crocodiles have highly developed senses. Eyes positioned on top of the head allow vision above water while the body remains submerged. Sensitive pressure receptors detect movement in the water. Hearing and smell are finely tuned, enabling detection of prey from distances far beyond human capability. Thermoregulation. Cold-blooded mastery. Being cold-blooded, crocodiles rely on the environment to regulate body temperature. Basking in the sun warms them for active hunting, while retreating to water cools them during heat. Their metabolic flexibility allows them to endure long periods without food and survive in diverse climates. Unique skin and osteoderms crocodiles are covered in thick, armored skin made up of bony plates called osteoderms. These act like natural armor, protecting them from predators and rivals. The skin is also adapted for camouflage, blending perfectly with murky waters and riverbanks. Each scale is tough yet flexible, allowing movement without sacrificing protection. Respiratory and circulatory adaptations. Crocodiles possess a highly efficient respiratory system, allowing them to hold their breath underwater for extended periods. Their heart has a unique structure with a 4-chambered system and a special valve that directs blood flow, enabling them to remain submerged while conserving energy. This adaptation is crucial for hunting and survival in aquatic environments. Tail. Structure and swimming mechanics. The crocodile's tail is a powerful tool for propulsion. Muscular and laterally compressed, it acts as a natural paddle, allowing rapid bursts of speed underwater. Tails are also used for defense, communication, and balance on land. The combination of tail strength and body flexibility makes crocodiles incredibly agile in their environment. Growth and longevity. Crocodiles grow throughout their lives, although growth slows with age. Larger species can live for 70-100 years, making them some of the longest living reptiles on Earth. Their slow metabolism and ability to endure long periods without food contribute to this remarkable longevity. Coloration and camouflage. Crocodile. Coloration varies from dark green to brown, often patterned with lighter patches to break up their outline. This natural camouflage allows them to ambush prey effectively. Juveniles often have brighter markings for concealment among reeds and vegetation, enhancing survival during their vulnerable early years. Size variation. Among species, crocodile species vary greatly in size, from the small dwarf crocodile, around 1.5 meters, to the enormous saltwater crocodile, which can exceed 6 meters. Size influences hunting strategies, territorial behavior, and survival. Larger crocodiles dominate rivers and estuaries, while smaller species exploit niches in forests and marshes where bigger predators cannot reach. Comparing crocodiles, alligators, and caimans, while often grouped together, crocodiles, alligators, and caimans show important differences. Crocodiles typically have a V-shaped snout and salt glands for brackish water, while alligators have a broader U-shaped snout and prefer fresh water. Caimans, smaller and primarily found in Central and South America, adapt to forested wetlands. Understanding these distinctions is key to studying their behavior and ecology. Behavioral intelligence and problem-solving crocodiles demonstrate surprising intelligence. They can plan ambushes, coordinate hunting in groups, and even use tools, such as sticks, to lure birds during nesting season. Observations show learning behavior, memory retention, and problem-solving skills that help them survive in diverse and challenging habitats. Survival strategies in harsh climates, crocodiles endure droughts, floods, and temperature extremes through behavioral and physiological adaptations. They dig burrows or use natural shelters to escape heat, and they can slow metabolism during periods of food scarcity. These survival strategies have been honed over millions of years, allowing them to thrive in unpredictable environments. The anatomy of a perfect predator. All these adaptations, their powerful jaws, armored skin, muscular tail, acute senses, and patience, combine to make crocodiles near-perfect predators. Their anatomy allows stealthy approach, explosive attack, and efficient consumption of prey. This combination of traits has ensured their survival across eons, making them one of the most formidable creatures on Earth. Stealth and ambush. Tactics crocodiles are masters of stealth. They can remain almost completely submerged, with only eyes and nostrils above water, waiting patiently for hours. This stillness makes them nearly invisible to prey. When the moment arrives, they strike with explosive speed, using both strength and precision to capture animals that venture too close. Patience as a hunting strategy. Patience is a key component of the crocodile's hunting success. Unlike many predators that chase their prey, crocodiles often wait for extended periods, sometimes days, until an opportunity presents itself. This energy-efficient approach allows them to thrive in environments where prey availability fluctuates. Underwater. Mastery crocodiles are exceptional swimmers. Their laterally compressed tails provide thrust, and webbed feet aid in maneuverability. They can stalk prey silently underwater, approaching undetected until they launch a sudden, powerful strike. This underwater mastery gives them an advantage over most aquatic animals. Tools of the trade, teeth, and bite mechanics. A crocodile's teeth are perfectly adapted for grasping and holding prey. They are conical, interlocking, and designed to resist. Breaking. Combined with jaw muscles capable of immense force, they ensure that once prey is captured, escape is nearly impossible. The bite mechanics are complemented by a specialized skull structure that absorbs stress during powerful strikes. Diet and feeding habits. Crocodiles are opportunistic carnivores, consuming fish, birds, mammals, and occasionally carrion. Diet varies by species, size, and habitat. They have been observed using creative hunting techniques, including cooperative attacks and luring birds with sticks. Their feeding habits are crucial for maintaining balance in ecosystems, controlling populations of prey species. Role as apex predators, crocodiles sit at the top of their food chains. They regulate populations of fish, birds, and mammals, preventing overpopulation and maintaining ecosystem balance. Their presence influences the behavior of other species, shaping habitats and ecological interactions across rivers and wetlands. Competition with other predators. Even as apex predators, crocodiles face competition. Lions, tigers, and large snakes can challenge them in certain habitats, while other crocodiles may compete for territory or food. This competition drives adaptability, strategic hunting, and territorial behavior that ensures survival and reproductive success. Communication. Sounds, postures, and signals. Crocodiles communicate using a variety of methods. Vocalizations, such as bellows and hisses, convey dominance, attract mates, or warn rivals. Body postures and displays, including tail slaps and head raises, also signal intent. Young hatchlings use calls to alert their mothers of danger, illustrating a complex communication network within species. Social structure and territory. While often solitary, crocodiles exhibit social behavior, especially during mating or nesting. Seasons. Dominant males control prime territories, defending them from intruders. Subordinate individuals may coexist nearby, waiting for opportunities. Social interactions, dominance hierarchies, and territorial disputes shape population distribution and breeding success. Cooperation and conflict. Crocodiles may cooperate in feeding situations, such as communal hunting, yet conflicts often arise over territory or mates. Observations show strategic behaviors where individuals negotiate dominance or avoid unnecessary confrontations. This balance between cooperation and conflict demonstrates their behavioral intelligence and adaptability. Night versus day. Behaviors. Crocodiles adjust their activity based on the time of day. Many species are nocturnal hunters, using the cover of darkness to ambush prey, while basking in sunlight during the day to regulate body temperature. Understanding. These patterns reveals how they optimize energy use and hunting success. Impact of seasons on activity. Seasonal changes influence feeding, mating, and movement. During wet seasons, crocodiles may disperse into flooded areas to access abundant prey. In dry seasons, they retreat to permanent water sources, often leading to increased territorial interactions. Seasonal adaptation is key to survival in variable climates. Feeding frenzies and cannibalism. Occasionally, crocodiles engage in feeding frenzies, especially when food is abundant. Cannibalism can also occur, particularly among juveniles and smaller adults. While seemingly brutal, this behavior regulates population density and reflects the harsh realities of survival in competitive habitats. Crocodile. Myths versus reality. In behavior, crocodiles have inspired fear and legends for centuries. While myths exaggerate their aggression, real behavior is often calculated and energy efficient. Understanding the truth behind their actions helps dispel fear and fosters better conservation and coexistence with humans. Crocodiles and humans. Predator and prey. Dynamics interactions with humans range from reverence to conflict. Crocodiles may attack if provoked or threatened, but they also play roles in local economies through ecotourism and controlled hunting. Understanding these dynamics is essential for both human safety and species conservation. Courtship rituals and mating. Crocodiles perform elaborate courtship rituals to attract mates. Males produce deep bellows and display body postures to signal strength and dominance. Mating often occurs in water, where positioning and timing are critical. These rituals ensure that the strongest and most adaptable individuals reproduce. Nesting behavior and egg-laying. Female crocodiles carefully select nesting sites, often on riverbanks or in sandy soil near water. They dig nests and lay between 20 to 80 eggs, depending on species and size. Nest location and construction are crucial for protecting the eggs from flooding, predators, and temperature extremes. Incubation and temperature dependent. Sex crocodile eggs exhibit temperature-dependent sex determination. Warmer nests tend to produce males, while cooler nests produce females. Incubation lasts about 70-100 days, during which the female guards the nest, adjusting behavior to protect the developing young from predators and environmental hazards. Motherly care and protection. Unlike many reptiles, female crocodiles actively care for their young. They defend hatchlings from predators and help them reach water after emerging from the nest. This maternal investment greatly increases survival rates and is a key factor in population stability. Hatching and the first breath hatchlings use an egg tooth to break through the shell, assisted by their mother. Their first breath marks the beginning of a vulnerable stage where careful guidance and protection are vital. Early survival depends on rapid access to water, concealment, and learning hunting skills from their environment. Juvenile survival strategies: young crocodiles face high predation rates from birds, mammals, and even adult crocodiles. To survive, they rely on camouflage, quick reflexes, and staying close to protective vegetation or their mother. Grouping with siblings can also reduce individual risk, enhancing chances of reaching adulthood. Predators of crocodile eggs and young eggs and hatchlings are vulnerable to a variety of predators, including monitor lizards, snakes, birds, and mammals. Females actively defend their nests, but predation is a natural part of ecosystem dynamics. This selective pressure has driven behaviors such as nesting in concealed locations and guarding young until they are stronger. Growth stages and mortality: crocodiles grow rapidly in their early years, reaching sexual maturity at different ages, depending on species. Juvenile mortality is high, but those who survive the first few years often continue to grow and dominate territories as adults. Growth patterns are influenced by food availability, habitat conditions, and competition. Importance of parental care: maternal care significantly increases the survival rate of hatchlings. By guiding them to water, protecting them from predators, and sometimes assisting in feeding, mothers ensure that enough young survive to maintain population levels. This behavior highlights the evolutionary advantage of parental investment. Reproduction and conservation. Link: understanding crocodile reproduction is vital for conservation. Protecting nesting sites, ensuring appropriate sex ratios, and reducing human disturbances are essential strategies. Conservation programs often mimic natural incubation and maternal protection to increase survival rates in endangered species. Keystone species of wetlands: crocodiles play a critical role in wetland ecosystems. As apex predators, they regulate prey populations, maintain species diversity, and influence the structure of their habitats. Their presence ensures ecological balance, making them keystone species essential for healthy wetlands. Maintaining aquatic ecosystems. By preying on weak or sick animals, crocodiles contribute to the health of aquatic populations. Their hunting habits prevent overpopulation of fish and other species, which helps maintain clean and productive waterways. This balance supports other animals and plant life, ensuring ecosystem resilience. Impact on fish and bird populations. Crocodiles influence the distribution and behavior of fish and bird populations. Predation pressure forces these animals to adapt, affecting feeding, migration, and reproductive patterns. These interactions demonstrate how crocodiles shape the dynamics of freshwater and coastal ecosystems. Role in food chains and biodiversity. As apex predators, crocodiles occupy the top of the food chain. Their presence affects multiple trophic levels, from prey species to scavengers that feed on leftovers. By controlling populations and creating ecological niches, crocodiles promote biodiversity across their habitats. Ecosystem engineers. Creating habitats. Crocodiles also act as ecosystem engineers. Their nesting and movement can create channels, pools, and burrows that other species use for shelter and breeding. Through these activities, crocodiles directly contribute to habitat complexity and environmental productivity. Ancient civilizations and crocodile worship. Crocodiles have fascinated humans for millennia. Ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians, revered crocodiles as sacred animals. Sobek, the crocodile-headed god, symbolized power, fertility, and protection, reflecting the deep respect and fear these creatures commanded in human culture. Symbolism and mythology. Across cultures. Across the world, crocodiles appear in myths and legends. In Africa, they symbolize strength and cunning. In Australia, Aboriginal stories portray them as guardians of rivers and waterholes. These cultural depictions illustrate the crocodile's influence on human imagination and society. Stories and folklore, fear and respect, from cautionary tales to heroic legends, crocodiles are often featured in folklore. Humans admired their stealth and power while fearing their potential threat. This combination of reverence and caution shaped traditional knowledge about crocodile behavior and habitats. Historic hunts and exploitation. Historically, crocodiles were hunted for food, trophies, and skins. Excessive hunting led to population declines in many regions. These historical pressures highlight the vulnerability of crocodile species and the need for responsible wildlife management. Skin trade and economic impact. Crocodile skins have been valuable commodities for centuries, used in fashion and luxury goods. While this trade provides economic benefits, unregulated hunting and illegal poaching threaten wild populations. Sustainable management balances economic interests with species. Conservation. Modern conservation laws. Many countries have enacted laws to protect crocodiles from overhunting and habitat destruction. International agreements, such as CITES, regulate trade and ensure that endangered species are safeguarded. Legal frameworks are critical for maintaining stable populations and promoting recovery in vulnerable regions. Ecotourism and education. Crocodiles attract tourists and wildlife enthusiasts, providing opportunities for education and economic benefits. Ecotourism encourages local communities to protect habitats, while educational programs teach about crocodile behavior, ecology, and the importance of coexistence with humans. Human attacks and safety awareness. While attacks on humans are rare, they do occur. Understanding crocodile behavior, observing safety protocols, and educating communities reduce risks. Safety awareness programs help humans respect crocodile territories while minimizing conflict and fatalities. Rescues, sanctuaries, and rehabilitation. Crocodile rescues and sanctuaries provide safe environments for injured, orphaned, or endangered individuals. Rehabilitation programs aim to release healthy crocodiles back into the wild, ensuring the continuity of species while promoting research and conservation education. Future relationship between crocodiles and humans. The relationship between humans and crocodiles is evolving. Sustainable management, habitat restoration, and community involvement are shaping a future where humans and crocodiles can coexist. Respect, awareness, and conservation efforts are essential to ensure these ancient predators continue to thrive. Endangered species and protection. Several crocodile species face critical threats from habitat loss, hunting, and climate change. Conservation programs focus on protecting these species, monitoring populations, and implementing strategies to increase their numbers. Protecting endangered crocodiles preserves both biodiversity and ecosystem balance. Breeding programs and zoos. Captive breeding programs in zoos and wildlife reserves support population recovery. By carefully managing mating and rearing young, these programs help maintain genetic diversity, provide educational opportunities, and serve as a backup for wild populations in case of severe decline. Scientific research and tracking. Researchers study crocodile behavior, physiology, and ecology using tagging, GPS tracking, and observation. This data provides insights into migration, habitat use, social behavior, and threats, guiding effective conservation policies and habitat management practices. Conservation success stories. In some regions, crocodile populations have rebounded due to protection laws, community involvement, and habitat restoration. Success stories, such as the recovery of the American alligator and certain Nile crocodile populations, demonstrate that targeted conservation efforts can yield remarkable results. Illegal hunting and trade issues. Despite legal protections, illegal hunting and trade continue to threaten crocodiles. Poaching for skins, meat, and body parts persists in some regions. Combating these practices requires international cooperation, stricter law enforcement, and community engagement to protect wild populations. Community-based conservation efforts. Local communities play a vital role in crocodile conservation. By involving residents in habitat protection, monitoring, and ecotourism initiatives, conservation programs create sustainable benefits for both humans and crocodiles. Community engagement ensures long-term success and fosters coexistence. Restoring habitats and rivers restoration projects focus on rebuilding wetlands, rivers, and floodplains that crocodiles depend on. By improving water quality, re-establishing vegetation, and removing barriers, these efforts create suitable environments for feeding, breeding, and juvenile survival, directly supporting population recovery. Technology in crocodile study. Modern technology, including drones, satellite tracking, and remote sensing, allows scientists to monitor crocodile populations more effectively. These tools provide real-time data on movements, behavior, and habitat use, improving research accuracy and informing conservation decisions. DNA and genetic preservation. Genetic studies help maintain diversity within crocodile populations. By analyzing DNA, scientists can monitor inbreeding, track lineage, and plan breeding programs. Genetic preservation ensures resilience against disease, environmental changes, and population declines. Educational outreach. Worldwide educational programs raise awareness about crocodile ecology, behavior, and conservation needs. Schools, zoos, and community centers engage audiences through lectures, workshops, and interactive experiences, inspiring the next generation to protect these ancient predators. Predictions for crocodiles. In 50 years, scientists predict that climate change, habitat loss, and human expansion will challenge crocodile populations over the next 50 years. Some species may adapt to new conditions, while others could face decline. Long-term monitoring and proactive conservation strategies will determine their survival. Crocodiles in a changing planet. Rising temperatures, altered rainfall patterns, and shifting ecosystems will affect feeding, nesting, and migration. Crocodiles must adjust behaviorally and physiologically to survive. Their ability to adapt highlights both resilience and vulnerability in a rapidly changing world. What we can learn from crocodiles. Crocodiles offer insights into evolution, survival, and ecosystem dynamics. Studying their behavior, physiology, and interactions teaches us about patience, strategic thinking, and the balance of nature. These lessons can inspire both conservation and broader ecological understanding. Cultural significance. In modern times, even today, crocodiles hold cultural and economic importance. Festivals, local legends, and tourism highlight human fascination. Respecting their role in culture and nature fosters appreciation and encourages protective actions for both the species and their habitats. Legacy of a living. Fossil crocodiles are living fossils, surviving for millions of years with relatively little change. Their endurance, adaptability, and ecological importance make them extraordinary. Preserving their legacy is not just about saving a species. It is about maintaining a link to Earth's deep past and sustaining vibrant ecosystems. For the future. Research and future studies. Ongoing research continues to uncover new insights into crocodile behavior, genetics, and ecology. Scientists explore innovative methods to track populations, study physiology, and understand interactions with humans and other species. Future studies will guide conservation strategies and deepen our understanding of these ancient predators. Role in ecosystem resilience. Crocodiles contribute to ecosystem resilience by controlling prey populations, creating habitats through their nesting and burrowing, and influencing species behavior. Their presence helps maintain healthy, balanced ecosystems, supporting both biodiversity and ecological stability. Sustainable human-crocodile coexistence. Promoting coexistence requires habitat protection, community involvement, and education. By respecting crocodile territories, reducing conflict, and fostering awareness, humans can live alongside these predators safely, ensuring mutual survival and ecological balance. Global conservation partnerships, international cooperation is key to protecting crocodiles worldwide. Conservation partnerships involve governments, NGOs, local communities, and scientists working together to protect habitats, enforce laws, and restore populations. Global collaboration ensures coordinated efforts to safeguard crocodile species. The enduring legacy of crocodiles. Crocodiles are symbols of survival, patience, and evolutionary success. Their story spans millions of years, connecting past ecosystems to the present. Protecting them ensures that future generations can witness these remarkable creatures and the ecosystems they sustain, preserving a living link to Earth's ancient history.